In 1990, the world watched with bated breath. China and Taiwan, bound by history and divided by ideology, stared into the abyss of potential war. Today, we journey back to this pivotal year, dissecting and analyzing the military might of these two formidable forces. The People's Liberation Army boasted over 3 million active personnel in 1990. This massive force was a testament to China's commitment to maintaining a formidable military presence. The soldiers, clad in their distinctive uniforms, marched in perfect unison, a display of discipline and power that was hard to ignore. China, a sleeping giant, possessed a seemingly endless reserve of manpower. With millions more in reserve, the nation could call upon a vast pool of soldiers at a moment's notice. These reserves were not just numbers, they were trained and ready to be deployed, adding to the already impressive might of the active forces. Taiwan, an island nation, countered with a leaner force of 450,000 active soldiers. Despite being smaller in number, the Taiwanese military was known for its agility and efficiency. The soldiers moved with precision, their smaller size allowing for quicker mobilization and adaptability in various combat scenarios. Taiwan had honed its military into a well-trained, highly motivated force. Rigorous training programs ensured that each soldier was prepared for the challenges of modern warfare. The focus was on quality over quantity, with an emphasis on advanced tactics and technology to offset the numerical disadvantage. Compulsory military service ensured a constant influx of fresh recruits. Every young man in Taiwan was required to serve, creating a steady stream of new soldiers who brought fresh energy and perspectives to the military. This system not only bolstered the ranks but also fostered a sense of national duty and pride among the populace. China grappled with the logistical complexities of managing such a vast army. The sheer number of personnel required an extensive and efficient supply chain to ensure that every soldier had the necessary equipment, food, and medical supplies. This logistical challenge was a monumental task, but one that China was determined to master. China's sheer size allowed it to flood conflict zones with soldiers, overwhelming opponents with wave after wave of attacks. This strategy, while costly in terms of human lives, was effective in wearing down enemy forces. The psychological impact of facing such an overwhelming number of adversaries could not be underestimated, often leading to the collapse of enemy morale and resistance. War demands more than just manpower, it requires a robust economy. In 1990, China boasted a GDP of $387 billion. Taiwan commanded a GDP of $160 billion. China allocated $11.5 billion to its military. Taiwan invested heavily in its defenses, dedicating $5.3 billion. China focused on gradual modernization, while Taiwan prioritized immediate readiness. Tanks, the steel behemoths of modern warfare, would clash in a symphony of destruction. These armored giants, with their thick armor and powerful cannons, have been the backbone of ground forces for decades. Their presence on the battlefield is both a psychological and physical game-changer, capable of turning the tide of war with their sheer power and resilience. China possessed a staggering 8,000 tanks. This massive armored force is a testament to the country's emphasis on overwhelming numerical superiority. The sight of thousands of tanks moving in unison is a formidable display of military might, designed to intimidate and overpower any adversary. Taiwan fielded a more modest force of 1,100 tanks. Despite the smaller numbers, Taiwan's tank units are highly trained and strategically deployed. Each tank is a critical asset, and their crews are well versed in maximizing the effectiveness of their armored vehicles in various combat scenarios. China's armored divisions, largely composed of aging Soviet-era designs, lack technological sophistication. Many of these tanks, such as the Type 59 and Type 69, are based on older models that, while numerous, may not match the advanced capabilities of more modern tanks. This reliance on quantity over quality could be a significant disadvantage in a high-tech battlefield. Taiwan had procured a modern fleet of American-made M60 Patton and indigenous CM-11 Brave Tiger tanks. These tanks are equipped with advanced targeting systems, improved armor, and more powerful engines, making them formidable opponents. The combination of American engineering and Taiwanese innovation has resulted in a fleet that can hold its own against larger forces. Taiwan's focus on quality over quantity was evident in its artillery forces. The island nation has invested heavily in state-of-the-art artillery systems, ensuring that each unit can deliver precise and devastating firepower. This strategic choice reflects Taiwan's understanding that technological superiority can often outweigh numerical inferiority in modern warfare. The battle for land supremacy would be a clash of quantity versus quality. On one side, China's vast numbers aim to overwhelm through sheer force. On the other, Taiwan's technologically advanced and highly trained units seek to outmaneuver and outfight their larger adversary. This confrontation will test the limits of both strategies, revealing whether the future of warfare belongs to those with the most tanks or those with the best tanks. High above the din of ground combat, another battle would unfold. This was not a clash of infantry or armored vehicles, but a contest for control of the skies, where the stakes were just as high, if not higher. China boasted over 5,000 combat aircraft, a formidable fleet that showcased its military might. These aircraft, a mix of modern and older models, were a testament to China's commitment to maintaining air dominance in the region. Taiwan countered with a smaller but highly capable force of 450 combat aircraft. Despite the numerical disadvantage, Taiwan's air force was known for its advanced technology and the skill of its pilots, who were trained to handle the most sophisticated aerial maneuvers. China's air power, primarily composed of Soviet-designed MiG fighters, represented a significant numerical advantage. These aircraft, though not the latest in aviation technology, were numerous and could overwhelm an opponent through sheer numbers. Taiwan had invested heavily in modernizing its air force, procuring advanced American-made F-16 Fighting Falcons. These jets were equipped with state-of-the-art avionics and weaponry, making them a formidable opponent in any aerial engagement. The battle for air supremacy would hinge on Taiwan's ability to withstand China's numerical superiority. It was not just about the number of aircraft, but also about strategy, technology, and the will to defend the skies. Taiwan's pilots, flying their advanced F-16s, would need to leverage every advantage they had to counter the overwhelming force of China's MiGs. The outcome of this aerial duel would play a crucial role in determining the balance of power in the region, making every maneuver, every dogfight, and every strategic decision critical in the fight for air supremacy. The Taiwan Strait would become a crucial battleground in any potential conflict. China boasted a formidable fleet of over 250 warships. Taiwan countered with a modern navy of 75 warships. China's naval strategy focused on denying enemy access to its coastal waters. Taiwan had prioritized the development of a technologically sophisticated navy. The naval battle for supremacy would be a clash of size versus technological sophistication. An army is only as effective as the men and women who serve in its ranks. In 1990, both China and Taiwan recognized the importance of rigorous military training. China faced the daunting task of training millions of recruits each year. Taiwan invested heavily in advanced training programs for its soldiers. Taiwanese soldiers were renowned for their discipline and proficiency. The quality of training would play a crucial role in determining the outcome of any potential conflict. The battlefield of the future demanded constant innovation. In 1990, both China and Taiwan sought to modernize their militaries. China embarked on an ambitious program of military modernization. Taiwan leveraged its economic strength to purchase advanced weaponry from the United States. This strategy allowed Taiwan to field a technologically sophisticated military. China was rapidly closing the technological gap, investing heavily in research and development. Armies march on their stomachs, underscoring the importance of logistics. In 1990, both China and Taiwan recognized the need for efficient supply lines. China faced significant challenges in moving troops and supplies across its vast expanse. Taiwan benefited from its smaller size and well-developed infrastructure. Taiwan's reliance on maritime trade routes made it susceptible to naval blockades. The battle for logistical supremacy would be a war of attrition. Geography has shaped the destinies of nations for millennia. The Taiwan Strait would become a crucial factor in any military confrontation. For China, the strait presented a formidable obstacle. Taiwan viewed its island geography as a strategic asset. The rugged terrain provided natural defensive positions. Geography offered Taiwan a distinct advantage in any potential conflict. No nation stands alone in the global arena. In 1990, both China and Taiwan sought to cultivate alliances. China leveraged its growing economic clout to forge ties with nations across Asia, Africa, and Latin America. Taiwan relied heavily on its close relationship with the United States. The United States maintained a strong military presence in the region. The battle for international support was a crucial aspect of the broader struggle. The military capabilities of China and Taiwan in 1990 were a testament to their strategic planning and resources. Which nation do you think had the upper hand? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more thrilling comparisons.